What's up, feasters? Welcome back to another great episode of the Anime Feast. I'm Dominique, and with me, as always, the man who wanted to speak before he was introduced to Juan.
What up? What up? What up? Hello. You know, I jumped the gun,
Yes,
but
I know when to
still
speak
here.
when I'm spoken to. That's
And the polite one, Matthew.
American cow says what? What? Move.
no. Just
Ooh, get out of here.
before we begin, don't forget to like, share, comment below on the YouTube channel. Welcome if you're a part of the live chat too. Like, comment, subscribe. There, I forgot one. There it is.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's late. It's early, but it's not early.
you got it.
It's a reasonable time.
all on the YouTube.
Yeah.
it's basically noon.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, definitely, as Matt said, if you're on YouTube, do all those things for us. We love you guys. We support you guys, and we love your support for us. I am actually just going to hand this intro off to Tawan because today is his topic. So I'll let him kind of finagle the way into it.
Finagle the way in it, yeah. But today's going to be more of a discussion just about smugness, like that superiority complex that, some characters have. Can they back it up? How they talk their shit, Their overall badass persona, I feel like, is the kind of definition of smugness, in my opinion. What about you guys?
I guess there's smug characters, but there's definitely, I think, more smug moments of just like what you said with the superiority complex of just like, oh, I'm just better than you and I know it, and I'm just going to show you instead of actually having to prove it. But then there's also the smug of just like, oh, like I'm just a dark character and I'm just badass because I'm a badass. I don't see anything wrong with what I'm doing when there are people who are just like, nope, I'm just going to topple you no matter what. Like,
Yeah, because you've got a difference in smug. You've got, like, for example, to me, sometimes like Sasuke, for example, or especially early Sasuke, he would try to be smug, but he wasn't but he was weak. But he acted like he was smug. He was like, he was smug towards Naruto. He's like, I'm better than you, or towards like what he thought he was smug towards Lee, and then Lee put the work on him. It's like you got those, or you got someone, I guess to keep it in the same verse and not spoil too much, but then you got someone like Madara who is smug because he can back it up. So like those are my two differences in terms of like you got somebody who just thinks, oh, I think I'm better than you, and that's why they act smug because they have that whole I'm dark and yada yada. And then you got someone who's like, I am literally better than you.
I am a god. You are my
he's just like, oh, I'm dark and like I have a terrible past and like you don't understand what I'm going through. And then you have Gojo who's just like, nah, you can't touch me, like, and I'm gonna make you hold my hand, but you can't physically hold my hand.
In every way, I'm better than you. It's okay. I just have to show you that I'm better than you. I also show my student that I was better than you. I can't explain, what I'm doing to him, but can't let him down and show him I'm weak.
Yeah, go to his very first thing. Sorry, Sukuna, my student's watching, so I'm gonna have to show off a little bit.
Sukuna, he's smugging himself too.
We're fighting internally.
Yeah.
And Itadori's like, no, I think I can hold my own against you. Like, this is not, I think I can win this fight. And he's like, want to bet?
Yeah. I'm not gonna make this pact with you. You have to beat me in a one-on-one fight. Okay. That's fine. All right.
Throws hands.
Dead immediately.
That part of Sukuna has yet to reveal itself, really. I mean, I know definitely not the... Well, no, not because he doesn't remember the deal he made.
Itadori doesn't let him out.
Sukuna can come out anytime he wants to. He can't kill anybody if he chooses to come out. He can help Itadori with his power if he wants to, but he doesn't. But Itadori doesn't remember the conversation. That was a bad for the. But like he's yet to do that. Like I know in the first season, he doesn't.
Everything
even
is
where we are now in the manga. It's been very irrelevant of how Sukuna comes out, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, that's how I'm totally
except the Shubi incident.
When it comes out in the anime.
That.
But But it wasn't
that's the
like
one
for
time
when he
that
came out during
that good
the
shit
initial
right
big
there.
incident. It wasn't really because he wanted to come out. He came out because of other reasons.
Correct. Yes, there was external factors that
Oh,
caused him to come out.
shit
Correct.
got real.
But when he did come out,
Shit,
don't fucking move until I tell you that you can fucking move. Everyone
One
stay
guy
there.
got to move
Move and
like
I
a
will
little
kill you.
fingertip. He's
Move and
like,
I will
no,
kill
you
you.
dead.
Stand
You dead.
That's my
stand where
gangster.
you Now you have my permission to run.
Like I didn't know you meant like completely steal. You just said completely
Listen to my
steal.
words. You interpret
I
how you
did.
think I would interpret it.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Oh man, but that's for later when everyone gets to watch and see. I can't wait to
Oh,
see
there's
that
so
part
many,
animated is
there's
probably
so
going to be
many
amazing.
tears.
Yeah.
Oh man, but anyway, sorry, we were giving
whatever.
our definitions of smugness or how we could perceive it and the different varieties that there are. So I mean, go ahead, guys. We kind of talked about Sugana just now, but we didn't get too far into it. But I mean,
I
begin.
think I don't know. I guess like a personification of a character that I think is just smug is Sasuke for one, and then probably the second one that comes to mind is Vegeta. Like Vegeta has such a superiority complex just because he
Don't
is a
forget
Prince of
it. Don't
Saiyans,
forget. Don't forget.
Prince of
You
all
said it
Saiyans.
200 times. Of course we.
but just he's second placer time and time again, and he just
Which I
it's
mean,
just funny.
technically at this point, he's the king of all Saiyans because his dad is dead,
He's
which
never
would make
grown
him
up
the
to be
king. But whatever,
There's
And he
only
still puts
four
Goku
Saiyans.
down every time he gets a chance.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're still a peasant Saiyan. Like, I know you, like, yes, you're stronger than me, but don't forget that hierarchy.
he puts who down?
Goku.
No, his name is Kakarot.
Oh yeah, he'll never say Goku. I'm not gonna use your Earth name.
Yeah.
You're a Saiyan warrior, damn it! Your name is Kakarot.
Can't make us look bad, Goku. Vegeta, come on, we're just kind of
I can't remember the super manga if he actually
have fun
called
with it.
Goku one time, but so I think
I
super
I
manga
hate
is like. Oh, go ahead.
the thing with it. I was gonna say that the thing about Vegeta in his quote unquote smugness is, I mean, he's got the pride of being the king of the Saiyans, but can never actually like he acts too high and mighty to be taking all these. Like you can't,
Yeah.
you like your smug factor has to go down at some point because you keep losing. Like you're not winning any fight. So like chill. Like I hate
like,
that aspect.
a villain that he who is Vegeta like really taken down, and it's like it's the writing, so Goku's still always a savior, but I feel like Vegeta's smugness or his like need to like prove himself to everyone literally gets him in shit situations sometimes, like with Bibbidi and getting his body taken over
with fucking Cell. He could have killed Cell, and it was like I'm gonna let you get stronger.
Just to show you I'm better. Like
so yeah, that's a true test of smugness for Vegeta right there. I am more powerful than you right now. I could kill you right now. We both know it. Oh, you said that you can get stronger and you'd give me a better fight? Okay, that's fine. I'll let you get stronger because I'm still going to be better than you. That moment of dumb smugness right there, and then like being willing to kill your son Trunks if he tried to kill Cell, showed just how dumb you are also at the same time. Because it's like you have the moment to save Earth and your kids and your family right now, but Vegeta's like, nah, I want him stronger.
Maybe in the super manga he's actually starting to grow attached to his family and everything, but like at that point in Dragon Ball Z, he has no connection to Earth. Like Earth is his habitat right now. At that point, and then he's just looking for like he's like Goku. He's looking for the best fight you possibly can.
He didn't truly show.
He's telling like, oh, you can just absorb one person, give me a better challenge. Why would he not do that?
Yeah, he didn't truly show. I feel like he liked Trunks as baby Trunks at that moment, but he didn't truly show like his love for Trunks until the Boo thing.
Like when he was,
like that is when Vegeta became a family man.
When Trunks and goes and help him out, and like he just He's like, thank you, son. I gave him one last hug. He's like, I really do love you.
Yeah,
Just
knocked
knocks
him
him out
out.
immediately.
Yeah, and tells Piccolo to get him out of here and like say sorry to Bulma and all that stuff.
Oh. Vegeta's offside. You never want to. No one gets to
Hey,
see.
as you saw in Super, don't touch my Bulma.
That's true too.
Ready to throw hands with the god. Don't touch my wife.
Get smacked down.
Yeah.
I have for My Hero Academia I have all for one for My Hero Academia for Smugness. Like he's literally making, yeah, I mean he's making plans like
Oh,
20
he's definitely
years in the
smug.
future. Like being like, oh, I know what's happening right now. Even he fights All Might, and he's like, I know you're deteriorating, and I know I'm probably gonna lose the battle also, but I will still fight you and expose you to who you actually are.
Yeah, I mean, he's always got a contingency plan, and like he has an overall. I mean, he's had what 100 years or longer of life to like just plan all this shit out. So he's the creator of all quirks.
No.
He's
Oh, distributor maybe.
No, he didn't create all quirks. He has the ability to take quirks and distribute quirks, but that was just the quirk he acquired, and then he created One for All.
Yeah, One for All is great because of All for
Okay,
One too.
but he knows he has a big influence on how the world is.
Yeah, because his power is his quirk is All for One. He had the ability to take and distribute, and somehow he was able to make All for One or One for All. But all the quirks in the world were just started. It wasn't like because of him. They all just it was like a thing that just started. I think you're thinking of a different series.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's that same concept of like when a character sits in a chair a certain way, and that's All for One.
Yeah,
He's like, I don't no matter what you do, you can't defeat me. And even if you defeat this version of me, I am already beginning the process of putting myself in another body. So I'll see you again here in about 5 years. What's up? Like I'll see you again soon. Don't worry about it.
yeah. I feel like we always, I don't know, only think about smugness like, hey, that character needs to be taken down when they just talk too much shit and can't. I'm like, I want them to have an opportunity where they can't back it up. Like, they need their ass beat so that they can just be like everybody else for a second.
I don't know. There are some characters where I don't. Where like I mean, the smugness you're fine with, and I mean, Escanor is a great example of that. Like Escanor
Yeah,
is smug. But like I was so iffy on saying Escanor for smug because I mean he is the lion's son of pride, so he's more. I mean, just like Vegeta, he's prideful, but like for us it does come across as smug because it really is him being like on top shit. And like, especially as we get closer to high noon, like I'm top shit. Like it doesn't matter what you think. And even when he was fighting Estarossa, and he was like, "Oh, he attacked, and then Estarossa used like the full counter, and it hurt, Escanor instead." And Escanor was like, "Oh, why am I hurt?" And then he was like, "Oh, I like my ability, I deflected it to you." And he was like, "No wonder that attack hurt. It's because it was my power." Like that type of shit is just like, okay. I
It's
gotta
weird.
fuck
It's
with
like
this.
it's
prideful,
like,
or
oh, yeah.
prideness and smug are like they're intertwined and not intertwined at all at the same time. Like what you said. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't honestly think about like Pride from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood as like smug. He's just Pride, so he just has super awareness and complete faith in himself.
Makes me think then. It's like because like I guess one for or all for one is not
What?
really he really isn't like I guess he is smug just because he's arrogant, but at the same time like he's just prideful because he knows he's better than you. But does that make him smug though? I mean I think yes he's more I guess more towards the villain side, but what you said with Escanor like I guess our heroes when the hero is prideful, does that make them smug then?
And
Yeah,
I feel
I
like smugness is okay.
no, you're fine.
I was gonna say I feel like a smugness is when like someone feels like they're infallible. Like they can do no wrong. Like that's when it
Gojo.
becomes smug, and I feel like he's in that. Yeah, he's in that realm as well.
So, it's like,
Like Cell, like when Perfect Cell made that tournament, he told everybody in the world, "Hey, come fight me." You
Come
know,
catch this
made the
fade.
whole arena, yes, and just stood there for a week and was like, "Yep, come catch this fade. I'm gonna fight every single one of you.
running.
Run the gauntlet, no problem.
Yeah,
All W, no L's or ties."
Very. So, like,
that is a
I
smug
didn't
moment.
understand, like, after when they went to the hyperbolic time chamber, and then they're like, oh, we can do this again for the next 7 days if you really wanted to. And they're like, no, one time's fine. It's more. Go on.
Yeah, Goku and Gohan.
Gosh, still frustrated Goku for the end of
What's
that
worse,
arc,
Vegeta's
but you know,
giving him a sense of, letting him become Perfect Cell, or Goku giving him a sense of being to fight Gohan.
Goku giving this to me.
Hands
Well,
down.
actually, they're both terrible though. But I feel like Goku's is worse is because he's like, "Hey, I want you to fight my son at full power and possibly kill him." Like,
I want you to beat the living shit out of my kid. versus like, oh, I'm gonna let you get stronger. Because it was like, I'm gonna let you get stronger so that I can fight you at a stronger you, versus I'm gonna let you heal up
Put
completely
a refresh button on
and
the
then
whole
fight
thing
my son.
for him.
Like,
yeah,
knowing that, like, I don't know, just that, like, yeah, that to me is much worse than letting him go perfect.
yeah. Like you didn't have any regards for somebody else. Like,
Right. And
what an asshole.
Goku was even kind of like, I can't beat you, but you can fight my son. So I think my son is stronger than me. I can't beat you. And instead of letting my son fight a weaker you, that now he could definitely win this fight, I'm gonna be like, nah, let's start over. Heal up
You
completely,
need to go force torture.
get all your stamina back, go back
You
to
got this, Gohan,
perfect
slap him on the
cell,
butt and get out
and
of there.
yeah, fight my kid. Yeah, fight. My son has been over here talking about how he doesn't like to fight and how he doesn't want to fight and how he doesn't want to do any of this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tack him in
Make
because the rest of us can't do it. So good luck, son. You got this. Just
No, I was gonna say Frieza was actually
Then
very
also think
smug
of like,
the entire
oh,
time
good.
too. And still super he's smug. He's like, oh yeah, like I don't care anything about you guys. I
Yeah,
don't care about this tournament. Like I just want to, like I know I'm gonna win this for myself.
he has a reason to be though. He was pretty much told that the only creature that he couldn't fight that he should stay away from is Boo.
yeah,
So why not? Like, I mean, even as a young kid, why not have that mindset? When you're told that you're so powerful that the only thing you need to stay away from in the universe is a being called Majin Buu, who at that time was sealed, so didn't even exist really at that point. Yeah, absolutely. I run this shit.
yeah. And then like he was able to do and conquer most everything that he did in his first form. Like,
Yes.
because the only reason he had to like transform, and it's just like, how do you know you can transform if you like
But that
never do this?
But that's also what I'm sure King Cole told him because like the race is the same.
Yeah,
But I think that's also what probably knows the fuck out of me is that base form Frieza was able to destroy Planet Vegeta, and not a single one of them. I mean, like I know in some movies we see Bardock go out there and try to fight him, but it's kind of like one Saiyan, one named Go. Well, honestly, I think Gohan and Krillin didn't Gohan and Krillin make him transform once, and
I think
they're
they did.
weak
Yeah,
and they're weak, and then Goku comes in and makes him have to go to his final form, and it's like, okay, and this is before Super Saiyan, and as we're seeing right now, Bardock fought Gas, who I would say we know Gas is weaker than Frieza, but I would say he's not weaker than first form Frieza. So why was no one on Planet Vegeta capable of fighting, at least to some extent, at
yeah,
least making Frieza try? It was just way too easy. Way too easy
yeah.
for Frieza to just destroy Planet Vegeta.
And if you have like a literal civilization of warriors, and if Bardock, I know he was like the legendary Super Saiyan, but Like y'all have,
Right.
but there's, I feel like Vegeta's dad has to be literally one of the strongest Saiyans. Like you're telling me that the upper echelon of the Saiyan hierarchy couldn't take down one of these guys,
And the only one that
or
would try
stand a
would
candle
be,
to.
Like King
yeah, the
Vegeta
only one that would
was
try
scared of
would be
like
Bardock.
Doria and Zarbon. Like he didn't want to mess with Frieza's like right hand, left hand
Oh
mans,
yeah,
let alone even the Ginyu Force.
and also,
But
and
that
that's
was
the
Vegeta,
crazy
who
thing.
still wasn't all the way up there in strength compared to what King Vegeta, Goku, Bardock. I don't even like any of the actual other higher echelon Saiyans should have been capable, because they should have been at that point much stronger than Vegeta was when he was afraid of the Ginyu Force. So they
Or
should have
like
been able
everybody
to at
stood up
least
last and we get
put
that
up
ball out of the
some
way,
type
but
of
like send
fight.
it back a little bit.
But
Then
like
Frieza just,
to
I mean, I can see Frieza just pushing it back
yes
on
to
him, but just like a flick of the finger was all Frieza did.
exact to be yes, he did one move. He did one move and it killed everyone. On a planet of warriors, of strong warriors who, as we know, fight and get stronger after they fight. And all of them had their tails, and we saw that they knew how to make fight fake moons to grow into the giant apes. I do not understand how any of this went through. Like if
Yeah,
I the moment, and I get how they made it in the most recent movie. It was like Vegeta called with like the Broly movie. He called everybody in. Frieza was like, everybody come to Planet Vegeta, and then everyone gathered there, and then he was like, and die at the same. But like in Bardock, obviously was like something not right here. Okay, at that point, when you all gather and you're all like, even, and I can't remember if yeah, this one's canon because this Broly is canon if I'm not mistaken. So this is a canon movie. So at that point, when you see everyone gathered and you have this like something's off type of vibe to you, and then you see Vegeta like Frieza come out and start to like form this attack. My very first thought is, shit, we got to fight that. And if you know that I have to fight this or we all die, then my next move is to go to my strongest form, which is the giant apes. So I, knowing that people on our planet just create fake fucking moons to go into our giant ape forms, and creating a fake fucking moon so that we all turn into our giant ape forms, and then we just wreck shit. Like I get that I think Frieza was fully in outer space, and the Saiyans can't survive in full outer space, but you can at least do enough to where you guys could fight back. Everyone or at least a majority of people in their giant ape forms shooting those beams at Frieza's attack will 100% block or defeat Frieza's attack. It won't defeat Frieza, but it'll definitely stop him from killing your planet. So the whole easy erasure of Planet Vegeta is dumb, but it led to what's here now. Sorry, full rant about the whole bullshit
As I'll be
on
right back real
Planet
quick.
Vegeta getting destroyed by Frieza. It was one simple attack.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to talk about like just piggybacking off of that. I know there's been instances, or at least one that I can remember, where like it was showing uh, Nappa and Vegeta literally just going through the universe and destroying planets themselves. So
Yes.
you can't tell me that someone in their army, yeah, couldn't have done it. And then I also think about like another example of smugness is probably Toby when he was fighting was it the Kages?
No, he was fighting. I think it was Naruto and Lee, or Naruto and Might guy with
Yeah,
with
and he's like,
the
"Are you
sweat
guys making me
thing.
sweat?" And
Yeah,
it's like starting to rain. He's like, "Oh, okay, cool."
these fools can never make me sweat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's hands down one of the best lines in anime. Oh, am I sweating? Is this sweat? Oh, it's just rain. These fools can never make me sweat.
You sweat. What
Excuse
was I
me,
thinking?
sir.
But yeah,
Oh, if
those
you
are
don't,
kind of the smugness.
somebody don't beat the fuck out of this man right now.
I'm gonna eat him on his ass right now, not
Right.
yesterday. But yeah, I think about him, and then also like Grimjow when he came in, and the first time that he was introduced and like ran up on Ichigo, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you want to fight?"
I don't
Oh,
even
this
know if
whole
that Grim. I don't even know if that Grimdrow was just smug or if he was just trying to show the fuck off.
because like why was he coming just in? I can't remember what was going on at that time. I just remember like they had just completed some mission or something, and then it's like, "Oh, just I'm gonna come out this portal. Are you the
Yeah,
strongest one around here?"
I think he did target Ichigo.
Yeah, he came straight
Because
for
he
Ichigo.
definitely like he went to the real world and then was like, go ahead. He like pull out, go Soul Reaper form. All right, now pull out your Bankai. Cool. Now get these hands.
You know, get my feet because I don't even want to take my hands out of my pocket at first. So he's like testing his speed at first. And I was like, yo. And also like Aizen during that fight, that last fight with Ichigo was always a great moment.
Sorry,
Oh,
that I did think about that when he was so confident that his swings were the ones destroying the
the
mountainsides and stuff.
mountains. Like, see, my power literally changes the landscape around us. Oh, actually, that was my power.
So like at that point, what he's because it goes down to like what is again the definition of smug? Well, because like do you say Ichigo was smug in that moment where he was like actually that was my power, or is it still like no Ichigo was just like answering the question?
Yeah, I feel like he was just answering the question and like I don't know. I feel like Ichigo's assurance in it wasn't like, "Hey, I'm just stronger than him, so I'll just let him think that." But maybe he needed that psychological breakdown. I felt like it just validated my like want to give Aizen a psychological breakdown. It's like, hey, you need to be taking another peg. Like with Blackbeard and Magellan, I was like, just know that you could die and I could end your life at any moment.
True. So I know we all kind of went over definitions of smugness, and I finally was like, let's actually just look it up. The full actual definition of smugness: having or showing an excessive pride in oneself, one's achievements, which is why we
Yes.
so quickly talked about with Escanor because they talk about
Yeah.
nothing but their pride
So,
all the time.
Hey, have you seen me? You know I'm the best that ever.
was it? So it's
Right.
almost like you're bragging about your progress. It's
Well, it's either you
Yeah,
are. It's you're so prideful. You like you don't have to brag about it. You can just show how prideful you are, or you can brag about your achievements. So like I've done this, I'm the greatest because of this. Like what we were saying with Ichigo, I'm so powerful. Sorry, with Aizen, I'm so powerful. My swings are knocking off mountains. When it's kind of like that's smugness, but he was wrong, but that's smugness.
yeah. He was so sure that he was like it was impossible for him to be fallible in that situation. It's like, hey, I'm Aizen. Of course it's me. Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't be Ichigo.
Do you see the extent of the power I am at? I'm higher than the gods now. I'm so strong that you guys can't even pick up on me being here. That's how strong I am. Okay, but you're not. Okay, all right.
Cute that you think that.
Right. I mean, because I guess at that same extent, like Yamamoto, he was. I wouldn't say he was ever truly smug, because I don't think he ever bragged about his achievements or like the pridefulness in himself. Maybe maybe once when he was when
Yamamoto,
he was
he's the one with the flowers, right? I'm trying to.
no Yamamoto is the fire
Yes,
the God, what was the name? What was the
one
leader
count
of the
or
leader of the
commander.
13 Godier uh,
Yeah.
of the Godier 13. I think the one time he maybe fighting Ouch as well, but the one time he really was that way was when he defied that particularly made to counter him, and he was like, "Oh, you think because you sealed my fire that you better?" And then like proceeded to lay hands. He was like, "I still got fist, bitch," and just proceeded to put in the work with his fist.
Yeah. It's like, oh, just because
Yeah,
you think just because I can't use magic, I can't throw these hands.
with Kenpachi, Zachary. I mean, yeah,
the Rocky
I don't.
Kenpachi.
yeah.
I don't think he's prideful.
He just
He just likes to
yeah
fight.
yeah. He's just like looking for a good fight, and if he can get that, he's fine. Okay.
Yeah,
He got a sword. He didn't care
he's
about anything. He's like,
he's
hey, if
never
you can
talked
fight,
about
let's
being
fight.
yeah he's never talked
He's,
about being the strongest. He's never talked about anything like that. He's just like, bet, come on, let's get this. Oh, what? Somebody strong's here?
that's
Bet, come
another.
here.
I'm just thinking
Kind
another
of like a
topic for
Yami
next
instance.
for you can be a couple weeks or whatever. But it's just like characters that should have lost in like initial fights. Yeah, because there's so many that we can talk about. But it's like,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Ichigo 1,000 times. Ichigo every fight. Every
Yeah.
Ichigo. Just that's the episode.
Yeah. Ichigo, Natsu, like Natsu's for like the most
Yeah, that's it.
impossible.
Don't dive in too
I can
much.
just think of like
Another episode. Another
that's
episode.
just a good topic. But that's for future episode.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you were gonna say like a somebody who's all side type of person, like run up on immediately because we were talking about Zaraki doing that, and I was like, luck. Luck's another type of character that'd be like, wait, who? Let's get this work. Come on, let's fight.
Inosuke? Yeah, but
And Muzan was probably I think he's smug and it's like the creator of demons.
He's
whatever.
smug.
Like and he's
honestly all the demons that are upper or lower six. I mean, like all the lower and upper. I mean, like, lower all get destroyed immediately at some point, but all of them are smug.
Yeah. Oh man, they haven't met up for the first moon yet.
I think there was a teaser. I saw somebody post a video. I think at the end of this episode that's coming out today, they'll show Upper Moon too.
Okay, yeah, that guy, the God Complex guy.
Yeah. I think he gets shown at the end of the season.
Man.
I got a few people in the different COD group that I'm in, and they talk there. Some of them are in the anime and like watching Attack on Titan, watching Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer right now. And I'm constantly like, oh, you guys don't know. You don't know. And they're like, oh, what's going on here? Oh, this is amazing. And I'm like, you have no idea what's about to go down. Oh, like if you think you've enjoyed, if you guys think the entertainment district was like entertaining, fucking wait for it. Oh my god.
wait till you see the rest of these.
Let's talk about Demon Slayer when Demon Slayer ends and our initial thoughts, because I think we're all caught up on that. I know we talk about this maybe every week, but right.
Yeah, we all watched or read the manga, but it's been so long that like watching it's been like, oh, that's so refreshing, and also, fuck, I did remember that happened.
If I had something on top of my head and then I forgot.
What, for Smugness?
Oh yeah, no. What?
Well, we just talked about how
About what? Sorry.
Obito. Oh, I said we just talked about Obito.
I was gonna say.
Who are you gonna say, Matt?
Crap, I did it again. No, it was Attack on Titan. Eren. Would Eren Yeager be smart? Yes. I mean, yes.
Eren Yeager.
Yes.
Right now,
100%. I mean, Eren, we're finding out, knows things about things. Saying that in the most ambiguous way I can, but yeah.
2022's antagonist of the year, baby.
Disappointment.
He won best antagonist at the Crunchyroll Awards.
Yep.
Eren Yeager.
That guy.
I think we can talk about the episode that's not coming out yet today, but like where it is, because he did let his father just murder a bunch of people just because he's like, oh yeah, remember when your sister died and no one could save her?
Yeah. That's because Grisha was gonna go do it anyway, and then he tried to bitch out. So Eren was like, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I think you should remember that your sister got eaten by dogs."
He wanted to kill everyone in Marley. You remember that?
Yeah, we have a plan here, sir. So stop being a bitch and do it.
Yeah. I love how Aaron's turned into like the devil on your shoulder at this point.
Yes.
For Grisha throughout this whole thing. It's like, oh yeah.
That's why I'm loving the memes around it with him too. It's now having that Eren who's like talking to Grisha like that, talking to multiple different people about different things, including like when Gabby got bit by that horse in the stall. And it was like Gabby was cleaning the stall and the horse was there, and then it has like that Eren beside the horse, like, that's okay. And then the horse just goes after Gabby, and it's the funniest shit in the world, man.
I can't wait till there's like memes where it's just like, I don't know, like I know UNC just got beat by Duke, but it's just like to UNC's ears, like, or like to Duke's ears, like, oh, you just won't put a beat down on UNC right now.
Yeah.
Remember, like, all
do it again
before he leaves.
Yeah, it's no longer that yelling a meme. It's 100% the Aaron Yeager talking to Grisha meme, and I love it.
Sorry.
Also, that moment in like that cell was just hilarious, but also like smug of Aaron. He's like, you know, there's nothing you can do to me. It's like, well, why are you in here talking to yourself, just saying that Tatakai? I wasn't saying that.
I love
Tatakai.
that was
Yeah,
on TikTok where he's just like, guy in the room, he has like 4 screens of Takakai on repeat, and he's just sitting there, he's like, dude, you okay? He's like, Takakai.
I do think that is kind of crazy that they know that Aaron's a Titan can transform if he wanted to and like would survive, but they're like, I'm gonna put you in prison and I'm like gonna threaten you essentially. And Aaron's like, bitch, do you not know the situation that you are in? Like I'm in here because I chose to be in here.
It's not like,
Like
unless they like get rid of
you
this,
think you guys can
let's get rid of
actually
Steve,
hold
he
me?
can, like, he's chewed his finger off so many times, it doesn't matter, like,
But at that point, he didn't even need his teeth because all you need to do is pretty much just be injured. Like he just needed to bleed. He doesn't need his
yeah.
teeth. He can fucking smash his hand against the jail cell or cut himself on a rock and
I
then
guess he's also taking like, it's like, I think Armin has like more of a, like, can hold more of a like more weight because of the colossal titan power, but Armin's too nice to literally murder everybody, including Aaron.
yeah, if Army wanted to, he would everyone in Paradise would be dead if he decided to transform. Compared to Aaron, like Aaron could destroy whatever the area he's in, whatever wall location he's in, he could destroy it.
He's just so much more aggressive.
Armin would be like, I'm sick of you bitches. Everybody's
So
gone.
Aaron's just more aggressive with his power than Armin. Armin's, I mean, he's a gentle giant at this point.
Yeah. I mean, like, I mean, he's strategic about everything he does, so he knows the impact that it's going to have.
Armin doesn't like death. Armin's not a fan of killing.
I want to see the skeleton. So,
He'll do it if he has to, but
Yeah. Especially with the colossal titan power, like that ain't it for him. It's just too much death. It's just too much chaos. Which is why after the whole Marley thing, he was like, "Don't like this shit. No more for me."
I don't want this power anymore. It's like, well, too bad.
yeah, he was even mad because they had to come there just because Aaron like came there, and they're like, "Oh, we have to go save Aaron."
Yeah. Thanks, bitch. That's kind of how that went. You go off on your own. You do these stupid things.
When Aaron was hiding, I mean, he was hiding within the enemy territory too. I was trying to remember how he got over to the area.
Yeah,
He
didn't tell
how
anyone.
he got on the ship. Yeah.
They get on the ship to return injured warriors, and he jumped on as an injured warrior, no leg, like a messed up eye, face, and
psychopath, but she's still a psychopath.
yeah. Got to the hospital to recover. Found Flacco, whatever that boy's name is.
He said you're an old buddy.
Yeah,
like, yeah, Flacco, like
yeah.
just
Sent a bunch of sent a bunch of notes over to Paradise about infiltrating pretty much and his plan, and then was like, and send me to Reiner.
That's another.
Like, what's up, buddy? I'm already bleeding, so you say the wrong thing, and I'm gonna kill everybody here. What's up, though?
Let's
talk.
Chris Hansen, and it's like,
Yeah,
hey, come here, sit down. What are you doing here?
Big conversation. He's like, "Hey, I see his hand bleeding." It's like, "Okay, why don't you have a seat?" Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Reiner was like, "Man, this is," and I mean, hate Reiner, but Reiner was like, "This is some bullshit, man. All I want to do is die, and I'm just not allowed to because everywhere I go, you pull some stupid shit, Aaron. Everywhere I am at home.
I just enjoyed it.
I am at home.
I'm about to go see this awesome play.
Happy, yeah." I'm happy. I'm training up the next generation. Just let me die peacefully. And Aaron's like,
well, you should have came to the island then. That's
Oh, you remember that thing you did to us like 4 years ago? We're gonna do it to you.
Yeah,
the exact same way. I'm still thinking about that.
I want to let you know what's gonna happen.
You hold my grudge for you. Get that hate out of your heart. It's like, my heart's been hating.
Man,
yeah, it's like that's another fight that's been. I think we can do another episode too. It's like fights that take way too long. Like Brian versus Aaron. Like that should have been done season 2 after when Aaron beats him down or when the. This is like their 4th time they're fighting against each other.
that's what happens when you're the armored titan.
Yeah, he has the most resilience, but like they keep
He
pulling him
lost
back
every
from like
fight, but
desperate. Yeah, I was like, I feel like they keep pulling him back from desperate situations and where he definitely should have died, but you know,
yep, that's the overarching theme for Reiner.
And dude's on he's gonna. Reiner's like smug. It's like he's definitely not smug. He's I don't know what to think, Reiner.
No.
no, depressed but not smug.
Yeah, yeah, depressed is the perfect word for
Maybe
Reiner.
I was like maybe confused, maybe
Yeah,
no.
confounded. He doesn't know what to do.
Exhausted. He's
Well,
tired
he was
of it.
out of his time, him and Zeke, right? They're both like they both.
No, Zeke's almost done, but Reiner's still got time.
I don't because they got the powers right before they went to the
But he
island.
doesn't want
And they
his.
spent 4 years on the island, and then they
Yeah,
came back, and then how long of a time skip was it for? It's 13 years too.
yeah. I think 13. It's a 13-year curse, right?
So he's
Yeah,
he's more than halfway through.
I think the time. Yeah, yeah. He's absolutely more than halfway through. That's why he was like just trying to train up the next people on Parody or on Marley, and then Aaron was like, "Nope, I'm not gonna let you have
I'll kill
this.
them for you.
Yeah, not gonna let you have this. You think you can come to my island and do this, and I'm just gonna leave it be? No, sir.
He's like, I understand. You didn't have a choice.
Sending red flags beforehand, like with them. You just accepted like Reiner, like oh, what's the girl's name? It's like Annie, yeah, Annie and
Annie,
Okay.
Annie Smug.
Zelda.
No, no. I don't think I want to call her Smug. I don't know. Maybe.
I think she's more arrogant.
I feel like Annie was kind of like uninterested. She just was doing it because she knew it was what she had to
Which is
do.
so weird because
But
like when they first like especially this flashback, they're like we really don't care about these people. But then like when they were going to the chase scene, like Chase, like when she first appeared and saw Armin and Reiner there, she was like, oh, like I'm gonna kill him because I kind of care for these guys.
yeah,
Sorry, I just put up a list because I know we're talking about some of the same like typical trope shonen characters. The guy from Code Geass, see him on. I don't know his name. Lelouch.
oh Lelouch, yeah, he's like him and like Light. They're just too consumed with their own brilliance, I think, and their smugness.
He is arrogant. Like I think
And then-
what was the other guy? It wasn't Lelouch. It was Lelouch and the guy who's battling. That was that had the philosophical differences, like military powers, like overreign. It's like no, you just can't always trust the military. Oh, what was his name?
I never watched the show, so I couldn't tell you. Tamon would know.
I have to look it
That's
up
what it's
in
like. I
a
remember,
minute.
dude. Like I think he's more smug than Lelouch. Lelouch just wanted power, but the guy he wanted it just based on
Yeah.
righteousness. And I guess they both weren't really that smug, but like they just had like a power complex.
Evil
Watch.
Door.
Oh.
That's why I was looking at the villain. That's the villain from Code Geass, Evil Door.
Mm.
Essentially, like his father.
You said wait, his name was Evil Door, as like pretty much saying Evil Door, like Evil Door.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's the best.
Charles E.
That's
Britannia.
what a name.
But yeah. Trying to think. Would you consider Levi smug? I know we were talking about Attack on Titan.
I don't think I would.
It's like if anybody's smug, it'd be
Another character.
Smug. But
Oh yeah, Kenny the Ripper.
Yeah.
it's just like, oh,
yeah.
I trained you, Levi. Like, let me show you like how. Like, yeah, they released me for Gale just to help you.
Another character. Again, that's one ending. I think maybe you as well, Matt. Dio
Yeah.
from JoJo's.
The actually, yeah. You thought it was a sweater, but it's actually me, Dio.
Oh man, actually, the first episode of like part one, he was very, very smug, just like killing stealing the first kiss of Jojo's girl, like killing the dog just out of spite. Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, his is a. Like, I only watched the Stardust Crusaders. So I only saw the end of JoJo or that Dio. But yeah, this is all like consuming, faith in himself because he's Dio. He's like, hey, I have the world. I can control time. And then he still gets his ass beat. But yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh, Gilgamesh. He was.
Oh my God, yes, Gilgamesh.
Okay, that's what I was
But you can back it up. It's from Fate Night.
Them gates of Babylon, my guy. You cannot. The man has every weapon in existence. So like, what can you say? And then I think Ra is his legendary weapon. Like you can't. I mean,
it's a king to a god.
Right. Gilgamesh was like, I'm that shit. Like fuck around and find out. And then you got I forgot his name, so I'm not gonna bring him up. There's a guy from Dororo, but I don't remember what his name. Was it Dororo? Which one is it with the headless biker?
Oh, Dororo.
That one. There's one of the characters from there.
Oh, I know.
So I'm just like painting through crocodile. Crocodile is definitely
That's.
The crocodile should have won his fight.
Well,
I will say that he should have won his fight against Luffy.
He did technically win. He just never finished.
Right.
First time,
He pretty much killed him, but Robin saved him.
And then, what was it? Third time's a charm. And it's like,
yeah. Fighting on the tower now with us. Oh, I got your power figured out. And it's just like, yo, you should still just be able to become sand. Also, why not just destroy the building like before you're coming down here? Because the poneglyph is gonna last. So
that's true.
Like you're literally made of sand, so you can just move yourself down here and then excavate the poneglyph. But yeah,
that's what he had Robin for. But she didn't want to read it. Yeah, she didn't want to read it. Or she didn't say what it said on it. She doesn't say where Pluton is. Bitch, why are you lying?
I think.
No, sorry, not Pluton.
Which
one was it on there?
Yeah,
was
it was Pluton.
I think it was Pluton.
That's when Frankie had Pluton blueprints. Because I think it told him like the next island you go to, that's where you'll find a shipbuilding. And I figured that Pluton is 1,000 tons too, but that's. So?
No, completely different specs for Pluton. Pluton was supposed to be a huge warship. Because Pluton's a ship that could destroy the world.
And they thinking that was Noah's Ark?
Fisherman Island.
From like, yeah.
I don't think so. I'm watching it now, so I can tell you yes or no in like a week. I'm literally at them heading to the forest, so I can tell you shortly.
It's so
Dofi, you're seriously.
Gosh, but he also could back it up, and he knew the upper limits of his power, and he was taught to live with a god for like the first 5 years of his life.
Smug in their way. I mean, I guess Big Mom's probably the most smug out of all of them.
I feel like Big Mom is like, how dare you brats think that you could like hold a candle to me? Like, literally like last week in her speech about like, hey, we've been doing this for decades before you were even like alive. So don't think that you can accept any of us.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the part, but I wasn't sure, so I was like, let me not embellish too much.
Like drinking your mama's milk. I was running these seas. It was like, good for you, Big Mom. What'd you do with it? Nothing. So shut up and sit down.
Making your own Disneyland of food. It's like, I was gonna say food wars. Like everybody
so many good.
Pretty much.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's like man,
Uh,
just like the characters, but everybody's like, oh, he just cook better than you, pretty much.
Anyone in like the every school has their like top 10 or whatever gauntlet that you have to go through. Like anyone in the top 10 is just way too
Excuse
full of
me.
themselves.
Also, I guess if we're talking about,
It's like I just care
well,
about
sorry,
the
I was
people
just
thing.
talking
I
about
just know
Food Wars before I
everybody
say
who
one more
wanted,
person.
like anybody who's cooking is like, oh yeah, like I know how to pick out the best fish. Like in this season, I think it was season 2 when they were doing like the 3-way competition with the spice dude, the seafood spice, the seafood dude, and then the main character.
And Kihira,
Like he was going to the fish store every
you're
day to
yeah,
find like, oh, like how do I tell when something's good or not? And both the people are beating to there. But then he does. Sorry, Amber. Um, yeah. But
Yeah, I just
like
got it
he's
too.
like, oh, instead of like picking out the best freshest fish for this meal, I'm gonna fermentate it and do a pickled fish.
yeah, and yeah, I agree. Their confidence in their style of cooking is a little too much sometimes. God, I can smell, the purest ingredients from anywhere from 2 miles away. It's just like,
Sit
yo,
down.
get over yourself. You're
Buddha.
cooking scrambled eggs.
One more person I thought about, just because of the pride thing and acting as if you're the best. Terrible Tornado from One Punch
Uh,
Man. Because she down talked anybody who wasn't a class S superhero and was really being quite the asshole to Saitama, even though he's stronger. Because she thought she was better.
Is better, but
yeah, I mean,
we know as the outside audience.
also, has she seen Saitama actually use his power
No,
to his fullest?
the only person Genos, yeah,
No
like
one's seen
Genos, the only
Saitama
person
use his
Genos and
power to
King.
except Genos.
Janice.
See in the manga.
Yeah.
I love King.
King just keeps getting saved.
Here's also, I thought about this with this whole thing. They were talking because we started watching like season 1 of One Punch Man, and Saitama was doing hero things for a while and never got recognition because he was never enlisted as an actual hero. King is the ranked 2 or 4 heroes, whatever however how high up he's ranked as a hero, and claimed to be the most powerful because he was always found at the scene of whatever big monster defeat happened. So they just assumed it was him. Genos told Saitama the reason he isn't known is because he isn't actually signed on and affiliated as a hero. He didn't actually go through the course to be recognized as a hero, and therefore, if you don't go through this process, you're just called a weirdo. Like that was whatever they said in on the Hero Association page.
He just was found at the site.
King didn't go through any of it.
They're just like,
So
you're a hero.
where's the bullshit? The bullshit's there. You can't be recognized unless you go through the hero thing. Even if you're doing hero stuff, King was found at the site of some big hero, defeats, or big villain defeats, or big threat defeats. So we're gonna give him the higher S rank without going through any type of thing training. There's
and everybody's like, I want to fight you, King. Like I just want to see how strong you actually are.
Yeah.
And then some bullshit happens. They still wins the fight.
Gosh. And then he was saved from his own shenanigans because Saitama still just comes in at the right time. Like, I have to prove myself and show myself
He
as a
has
fraud.
actually been Saitama in fights before.
I mean, Matt.
In video game fight, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
video games.
Video game.
Because, wait, Tawana, are you caught up on One Punch Man, the manga?
Yes.
So all I'll say is, like you said just now, he constantly gets saved for bullshit, usually by Saitama, this time by Garo. You were finally made, you have to prove yourself, you have to show that you're strong with some made-up name that the fucking kid came up with, and you scream that made-up name, and shit happens because of Garo. I was like, I hate this man
yes,
so
King.
much.
Go, King, go!
The epitome of luck. Like, this man's luck stats are out the ass.
Yeah, it was like he's literally like
Literally
bullshit
think it's
until someone figures it out.
Right. Like he spawned into the world with like a pool of 1 million points to put into whatever abilities he wanted to, and he
Those
dropped every
monsters
single one
are
of them
all
in luck.
Smug. The
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yes.
Spermazoid is Smug. The homeless king is Smug. The fat guy is Smug. Garo is Smug.
Flashy, yeah.
Oh, Flashy. He's smug.
Yeah, and Speedo Sonic.
Metal
Speedo
Bat.
Sound Sonic.
Dumbest fucking name. Sorry. That was
Also,
a
that
way
was
for a
hard to
hero.
watch. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Like I feel, side topic, but I feel like the Hero Association like is so uncreative because I feel like half of them have like super strength as a power.
Petty Petty
What is like
Prisoner. Or
Blackluster,
Pretty.
the pretty Princer, got not Garo, but Fang. It's well martial arts, but
Well, yeah, the thing isn't super strength. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say Dark Sides is or
well,
but Tank Top guy is.
yeah.
My Tank Top just gives me strength, bitch. What?
Like honestly, how like I guess we've seen one instance, but like Metal Bat, like he has a metal bat.
This past chapter, I think it went online. The scene online, I read it in the middle. That's just so dumb. The giant centipede does not give a shit about it.
Well, I mean, he didn't he didn't lose in his fight to Garo, and he's putting in some work. He killed one of the spermazoid thingies, so
Actually, he made a hole in the centipede because Garo
I mean,
it randomly combined its attack. So
yeah. As much as it's kind of crazy to
Yeah,
say,
really.
Metal Bat be putting in the work.
Dude, I just hate like it's like tank top, man. It's just like really that's your power, the metal bat.
Yeah.
That's your power, the tank top.
Spit on my hands to get a good
I
grip.
love it. What's the dog's name? That dog man. Yeah, it's like,
Oh, dog! The fact
never
that he
mess with
almost
that
took
dog.
Garo out.
Right.
Watchdog. Yeah, that's right.
I think it is
It's
Watchdog,
on the
isn't it?
Man. Hmm.
Yeah, his name is Watchdog. Watchdog man.
He would literally just sit like a dog dressed up. I'm like, you can't take this man seriously.
Yeah, just be chilling. But
I
then
feel like
his
it's-
hand-to-hand combat is superb. He putting in that work.
Yeah.
Even sleeps like a dog. That's crazy.
Oh man. I got everybody. Oh, sorry.
But I think
I was like, I
we've
think I
gone.
got everybody off my chest for
So,
Smugness.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh
we.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Langris. He's the only one in.
Oh,
Langris from
God. I like the mutual reaction to that name. Oh God, yeah, him.
That was,
Konya's brother. And then not caring that the whole Black Squad,
that's
the
such
Black
an
Bull
underrated
Squad
fight.
came
Cyril
up
was still
like,
doing work on him
the whole
too.
moment
It's
when
like,
they
had no
flew
chance.
down.
He said, "It's like I probably have no chance, but I'm gonna do the best I can." He did like the Usopp Luffy fights. Like I know I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna do my best to stop you.
It was a great way for Finro to try to power up because he had to power up in order to fight, so he was able to like make multiple portals and stuff, and learn that little aspect of it. Also, a way for him to try to, prove to his brother that he wasn't weak. I mean, but Langris just hated him so much, really for no reason, that he was trying to kill him.
That's a good person. It's one. Man. Yeah.
Yeah, Langris was a solid name to throw out there. To make us all go, oh, that guy.
But it's still a while.
Yes.
I think it's still a
Oh
while
my
for them
gosh,
to be able to catch
yeah,
up
the
on that
manga,
part,
he's
but
especially
we'll
with those devils. Well, I think that the anime is stopped for right now. just indefinitely.
I'm not sure. Like, it's been a while. Like,
Isn't it?
I know it's been a while since I've seen the anime, but I thought, like, last we talked about the anime, they were, like, they seen the Dark Triad, or, like, the Triad Devils, at least. I'm not sure if Yami's is with them yet or not, but that's all I'm going to say without going too spoiler.
So I was trying to see if there was any news on the next season. The new season is expected to begin mid-2023.
I just saw
I heard wrong
season
then.
2 of Jujutsu Kaisen is coming out in January 2023. 1 year away.
So long. I guess they're giving us some. Yeah,
There's a movie coming out this year.
yeah. Chapter 0.
Sorry, I was talking about Black Clover, but yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm reading Black Clover March 16th of 2021. So, yeah, that was last year. So they ended last year. I think, yeah, the Dark Triad just captured Yami and William. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be a while for the next season, but the movie for Black Clover is coming out this year.
Okay, so is it canon or is it not canon? I'm down to see.
I don't know. I don't feel like clicking around enough. But yeah, I mean, again, plenty of Smug characters out there. Tons that we talked about, tons that we definitely didn't talk about. Probably from the not so popular animes out there. But
yeah,
we love Smug characters. It's always fun to watch them, either us cheer them on or us root for them to get smacked down like Frieza. So
it's always a love-hate relationship with them.
Exactly. Like, loved Escanor. Happy to see Frieza get smacked down. But guys, make sure that you all are here. Make sure you guys, as Matt said earlier, if you're watching on YouTube, you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you get alerted the next time we go live or when we post more videos. If you can as well, follow us on our social medias. We are on Instagram as The Anime Feast, on Twitter, on YouTube, obviously, and on TikTok as Anime Feast.
Stay on, man.
Any final words, fellas?
I don't think I got anything to top that.
Nah, I think that's the one. All right, guys. Peace.